Good evening, all. Today, I'm gonna take us on spot and future trading in our Binance account and how to, when a signal is given, how to trade it. Now, first of all, I'll go to my Binance wallet. I've already dropped the the link to open Binance account is in the WhatsApp group. For those of us that are there, please click at the top. You see it there. Click on it and register your Binance account if you've not. And if you're being invited by anyone, please find way to ask for their link and register with their link. So a description guide on how to register and verify our Binance account is also on our WhatsApp group. If you find any place difficult, you can drop a message there. I'll reply and direct you on what to do next. So for now, we have two types of trading in Binance. We have the spot trading and the future trading. So for now, I'm going to my wallet, my spot wallet. I want to make a transfer. I already have $37 here left as balance. I want to make a transfer, so I click on transfer in the spot wallet. Let me go back and show you. I want to make a transfer, so I'll click on transfer. I tap it in the spot wallet, click on transfer. Then now, if you look here, you see transfers from spot wallet to funding wallet. But mind you, the wallet I'm transferring to, we are dealing on future trade now. So I'm about to transfer from spot wallet to my future wallet. So I'm going to tap this future, this funding. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch the funding, and when I touch the funding, to take me to this place. The future account is USDM futures, so I'm going to tap on it. So now I'm transferring from spot wallet to USDM future, not funding wallet. So you tap on the coin BTC and change it to, you tap on USDT. So what I'm transferring from my spot wallet to my future account is USDT, because I'm going to use USDT to trade in the future account. So I'm sending USDT from my spot wallet to my future wallet. Let me use $10 worth of USDT for this tutorial. I'm sending $10. So in the space where they wrote amount, I wrote $10. Then the next thing, click confirm transfer, and the money is being transferred successfully. So what I have in my spot wallet right now is $27. So I'm going to my future wallet now to check. So at the top again, after overview, you see spot, funding. As you scroll, you see funding, you see margin. Move down again, you see future. Now we're in future wallet. We find out that the $10 I transferred is in my future account. So now let's go back to the main tutorial. Go down to the bottom of your screen. At the bottom of your screen, you're going to see trade. Click on it. Trade, click on it. At the bottom of your screen, you see trade. So what we do in spot wallet, we buy when the coin is going up. What we do, this is spot wallet. After trade, below you see future. Click on futures. So what we do in future wallet, we buy and sell. So we buy when the coin is about to go up. We buy and we take profit, and we sell when the coin is coming down. What I mean is that if the market is down, there's a tendency that the market will go up again. So we'll buy when the coins are down and we sell at the top. So one thing you need to take note of in future trade is the margin being used. We have two types of margin in future trade. At the top here, you see cross. Click on it. So you see two types of margin here: cross margin and isolated margin. Now, in isolate, what the cross margin means is that this $10 that I've added into my future account, I will trade 10% of $10, which is $1. So if I'm choosing cross margin, it means that after the trade has exhausted my $1, it can be sustained. The trade can be sustained with the remaining $9 in my future account. It will cross over and be using the remaining $9 to sustain the trade. So now that of isolated, if I'm choosing this, it means that as I put $10 in this future account, if I take 10% of my account balance to open a position, which is $1, now if this $1 is in my favor, then better, it's okay. But if the $1 is being exhausted, I will be liquidated automatically, which means that there is no other money apart from this $1 to sustain my trade. It can never cross, it can never move into my balance of $9 to use it to sustain the trade. I don't know if you understand what I'm explaining. What I'm trying to explain, the word isolated at one place, isolated, which means if you're putting in $2 in a trade, you're trying to tell them in this future trade, what you're trying to do is that if this $2 is being exhausted, I will be liquidated. So if I'm using cross margin, my total account balance is $10 and I'm putting in $1 in a trade. After the $1 is being exhausted, I will not be liquidated. So the remaining $9, it will cross over and start using it. The $9 will still be sustaining the trade depending on when the market will reverse. That is the difference between these two. But for this lecture, there are principles. If you want to be a successful trader in future, there are principles that guides us, or that you need to strictly adhere to. Do not use isolated margin. That is my own style. Always go for the cross margin. That means if you're using $100 to trade and you're trading 1% of your account balance, which means whenever the money is exhausted, you still have other money in your wallet to sustain the trade till the market become balanced. So for this tutorial, I'm going to choose cross, then I'll click confirm. So I'm using cross. Now look at the top here. After cross, you see 5x. This is what we call leverage. Leverage increase your trade size and also make you to profit more. So what happened is that if you increase this leverage, for instance, you see from 1x to 50x, which means you can even use $1 to make $1,000. That is if you can move the leverage from 1 to 50, and if the trade goes in your favor, you do that, you make that, but it's a very high risk. It means that if the trade goes against you, whatever money you have will be wiped out. So some persons use 10x, some use 20x, but for this tutorial, in order not to be liquidated, in order to play safe in future trade, in order to get small and be building your account and never to be liquidated, I will advise you use 2x, 3x or 5x. You adjust it. See, I'm dragging the ruler, I'm adjusting it. 4x, 5x, 8x, 9x. So you use 3x or 5x maximum. Then confirm. So my margin is cross margin and my leverage is 5. So when you do that, that is one of the rules to play safe in future and make good money. So the next thing we are going to look at is, okay, take notes please. Do not enter more than 20% of your wallet balance. Don't use more than 20% of your wallet balance to open a trade in future. By so doing, shun everything called greed in future. Accept your errors, shun greed, and do not open more than 20% of your wallet balance in any position. So the next thing we look here, you will see buy and sell. So for instance, we want to buy this coin Wave USDT, which you're seeing at the top, Wave USDT perpetual. What we'll do is that the wave right now is at 30.97. If for instance I want to buy this coin when it gets to 25, I want to buy it. If this right now it is at 30.97. If this coin fall to 25, I want to buy it. So what I would do is I click on limit. Then when I click on limit, I say okay, I already have $10. I'm going to use 10%. 10% of my account size to open this trade, and I want to buy it at the rate of $26. So what I will do, I will say I'll come and take my profits. I click on take profit and stop loss. So when I click on take profit, I'm buying at 26. I'm going to sell at 35. Then I'm going to set my stop loss at 24. I'm buying at 26. I'm going to sell at 36. Then I'll set my stop loss at 24. So what I will do right now is that I'm using only 10% of my wallet size. So I'm going to click on buy long. So when I click on buy long, did you notice what they wrote? They said that the quantity should be larger than 0.2, which means the quantity should be larger than 0.2. Okay, so I'm going to increase, not 10%, now I'm going to buy 20% of my wallet balance, which is 0.3 now. So I'll click buy long. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Wave USDT perpetual, the price I want to buy is 26 USDT, the amount 0.3 wave. How much USDT am I putting in this trade? 1.56. 1.56. So right now the market price is 31.04. So I'm going to confirm buy. I'm going to confirm buy, open long. So this is what they call limit order. Limit order means I'm buying below. Right now the market is $31. One wave is $31. I'm buying at 26, meaning that I have to wait till the market fall to 26. It then means that even if I'm sleeping, I'm not around. Whenever the market gets to $26 per one wave, my position will be executed immediately. It will just buy. I'll wake up to see that the trade has been executed. That's the meaning. So if at the long run again, I've placed it already. This is the limit order. I've opened it. So if you look at open order, you see one, which means that I've opened one order. I want to buy at 26. So now you find out that if at the long run, I don't need this trade to be executed, I'll click on cancel and everything will go off. So this is how we create a limit order. So secondly, if I want to buy at the current market price, I'll tap on limit, then I'll choose on market. If I click market, it means that I'm buying it at the price of 31.05. Then I have to drag my ruler. How many percent am I using to buy at this market price? 10%. 10% of my wallet size. 10% of my wallet size is what I'm using to buy. So right now, take a look at the take profit and stop loss. This is the one we set when we did the limit order. So if I'm buying at 31, the market price right now is 31. I'm going to take my profit at 42, 45, or 42 or 40. Then, because I'm buying at 31, I'm going to stop my loss at maybe 27 or 28. Maybe when you get to 28, I'll stop my loss and I'll take my profit at 35. So this is market order. I'm buying at the current market price. That is what it means. So what I will do is that I will just click on open long. So they say the quantity should be at least 0.2, which means I'm taking 20% of my wallet size, not 10% again, to go into this trade. So I'll buy long. Open long. So success. If you look at my open order, you find out that my open orders have taken a position. This is the market price. I've already entered a trade. And if you look at it very well, because I entered at market price, immediately the trade was executed. That's why you see under open position, you're seeing one. I've opened a position. Now this position that I have opened, you can see right now I'm at minus 0.48%. This position is just open, but I want you to take a note of something here. Look below. Look at this place. Look at this place that I rule. That is liquidation price. You find out that you will not find any liquidation price. And my risk is 0.93%. My risk is 0.93%. So this is how to trade successfully in future. But secondly, before you open it, you have to do what they call fundamental and technical analysis by opening the graph. When you click on this buttons, you open the graph to see the trade and see what is doing right now. It is selling. The trade has sold from 31.9 down to 31.073. And it's now that a buy candle is about to form. We are in the 15 minutes time chart. Okay, in order for you to see the real direction of trend, always use 4 hours and 1 day. You can toggle between 1 hour, 4 hours, and 1 day. So this is 4 hours time frame. These are the chart looks like. This is 1 day time frame. These are the chart looks like. At least a 1 day time frame can give you a clear picture of the overall trend where the market is heading to. Even the 4 hours do same. But sometimes this lower time frame, they may not really give you the accurate thing, and you may be getting it wrong. Okay, you may be getting it wrong. So now, what's the next thing to do? I've taught you, if you can remember, let me summarize what I've said so far. I said in future trading, the margin you use should always be cross. Except you want to scalp and you understand trend pattern very well, you can use isolated, but always use cross. And your leverage should be 3 to 5x. If you want to go above that, then you're taking risks on your own, but you make more money. The higher the leverage, the higher the money you make. The lower the leverage, the lower the money. But in order not to be liquidated, in order to play safe and build your account gradually, always go with 3x to 5x. That is for future trade. So the same thing that happened Now I want to close this trade. This trade, I'm just using it for reference purposes for the purpose of this tutorial. If you want to see the return on investment, that is this ROE you're seeing here, you click on it. You click on it. Sorry. You click on share. You see that right now the trade is at minus 0.67. I did not really analyze technically or fundamentally. I just use it as an example to show you how to do it. So from here you can screenshot, you can share to whoever you want to, send to, how far the progress of your trade, how far you've gone and all that. So now back to the trade. So that is how it is. So I'm going to close this position. It's just for a lecture purpose. So for me to close the position now, take a look. After you see adjust leverage, stop profit and loss, you see close position. So click on close position. If you don't want to close the position that way, you can click at the top. You see close all. Click on close all and confirm. So all position close. If you have any question from here, you can ask. So I told you that in future we buy and we make profits when the market is going up. We sell and we also make profits. So if you want to, the terminologies we use whenever you see long is buy, when you see short is sell. So open long, which means buy, open short, which means sell. So you can either sell and be making profit if the market is going down. You can also buy and be making profit when the market is going up. But how do you know when the market is to go up and when the market is to come down? When to enter and when to exit? When to take your profit? For when to take your profit, nobody will tell you that, because it's as your greed permits. You can see a profit of $3, $10, $15. Another person will say, no, I'm not taking. I have to wait. The profit will get to so point before I take. So nobody tells you when to take profits in forex trade, in crypto trade, or any kind of trade. It's as your greed permits. So that is for the future lecture. So I'm going to go to spot trading. So if you look at the bottom of your page, after home market, you will see trade. Click on it. I click on trade. This is for spot trading. This is for spot trading. Now what we do in spot trading is not different from what we do in future trading. This is a coin called Solana, Sol USDT. We are to trade it. Now I want to create a limit order. Looking at the current price of Solana is 101.53 now. So if I look at the graph by tapping here, let me tap it. So let me tap it, this place I ruled. If I look at the graph here, I may want to analyze that Solana will still go up, or will it come down? Okay. If I say right now Solana is in, the highest it has made for today is 102.68, and right now the current price is 101.44. If I say Solana will drop a bit, then I want to scalp. Okay, I may not say the Solana will come to at least $95 or $96 again. What I will need to do, I will come here again and click on limits. Under limits, I want to place a limit that if it get to $95 or $96, buy Solana for me. So under limits, I will now come here and edit this and put $96. I want to use my wallet balance is $26. I want to use 50% of the wallet balance, which is half of the wallet balance. I tap it, 50%. Here we have 25, 50, 75 and 100. So I want to use only 50%, which is half, which is $12.48 to open this trade. So I click on what? Buy Solana. So it is a limit order because it is below the current market price. So I'm only saying that even if I'm sleeping and Solana gets to 96, buy for me. So at the same time, if I'm tired, I can come here to say, okay, since my order is not picking or not being executed, I can come and cancel it or close it. So when you cancel, click confirm, you've canceled the order. And if you want to buy Solana right now, the current market price, you have to change it to market order. And if you're using the whole of the money to buy, you click 100 and you click buy Sol. For instance, I click 50%. I want to use what? 50%, and I click buy Sol. Success, which means I have bought what? Solana. Now let's go to the wallet and see my spot wallet. For this spot trading, you find out that I bought Solana worth $12.20. Now I can as well come back to sell the Solana that I have bought. I click on trade at the bottom of my page, then I move this arrow to sell. I want to sell at the current market price. I click 100% and I sell Solana. Success. And I come to my wallet, I refresh. When I refresh, I find out that I've sold Solana and the money goes back to my USDT. So that is how it is. Now let's look at how to pick a signal when a signal is being dropped. Let me check if there is any signal tonight. Let me just check something. Let me see if I can see any signal in any of my group. Okay, let me use this as a guide. Let me copy it or let me share it. I want to use this as a guide. I'm going to share it in one of my groups. Binance Future class 1. Okay, let me share it here. Right now they say we should buy ADS USDT. We should buy around 0.37 to 0.41 and we should sell around 0.456 to 0.488. So this is a spot signal that came. So we are going to our Binance wallet. When we go to Binance wallet, but this signal was dropped since in the morning. No, it's not a current signal, but we'll still see how the trade is going. So look at the bottom of your page, you will see trade, click on it. Now tap on Sol USDT and at the search bar type ADS. So you see ADS USDT. Right now the current price, market price of ADS USDT, the current market price is this one you're seeing here that I wrote, is 0.4203. So the current market price of ADS USDT is 0.4204. Let's look at where they say we should enter the trade. They say buy around 0.37 to 0.4130. This is they say we should buy. So where they ask us to buy, the thing has even gone above, which means if in the morning we enter this trade at 0.37 and right now it is in 0.42, even if you enter with $20 or $50, you would have been in profit by now. So they said buy this point because they said, okay, our first take profit target where they asked us to sell is 0.456 and we've not reached there. Second take profit target 0.488. I may enter a limit buy for this, that if it gets to 0.4130, buy for me. So I'll come here and enter a limit 0.4130. And I'll say I'm using 25% of my wallet. I click on buy ADS. So right now I say if at 0.4130, which is the signal they gave to us, buy ADS for me. Because from the chart here, let me zoom it up. After the breakout, they say there's a tendency that ADS may get to 0.65 from this chart. So if you look at our take profit targets, the first one is 0.456, 0.488 to 0.74. So you can create a limit buy at 0.413 in case it's falling down. Buy for me, or you can cancel that limit buy and create a market buy that since it has not hit the first take profit target, I want to buy at the market price. 50% of my wallet balance. Buy ADS. I have bought. So when you click on fund, you see ADS, Ambaya Hades, $13. So if you want to see where you buy this trade or where you enter the market, click this button here that I'm ruling, this. Click on it. Click it. At the top, click on trade history. You find out that I bought at 0.4209. So I'm going back. 0.4209 is at the place where I bought this coin. So for me now I've bought, so I'll just leave it like that because it does not hit the first take profit target. So let me leave the trade in that manner. But assuming I enter this trade when the signal was given in the morning at 0.37, in Forex we call it a good peak movement, but that would have been a very wonderful profit. It would have been a good profit that I've made this evening today, but I missed it. I didn't take the trade. So that is what we do. The next day we are going to look at, okay, this one is for spot, so how to take signal for spot. Let me look at how to take signal for future trade. Let me see if I'll see any signal for future trade this morning that was dropped. Okay, this morning I dropped a signal in our WhatsApp group. OGN USDT. Enter long at 0.64. When you hear long at 0.64, let me go back to future and find it out. OGN. Click on Wave USDT. Search for OGN USDT. Because in future trade we always use long and short, while in spot trade we always use buy and sell. So most times when you hear long and short, they're always referring you to future trade. So OGN USDT, if you look here now, they say enter long, which means buy at, the word long means buy and short means sell. Buy at 0.64 to 0.62. So right now OGN current price 0.64. Okay, 0.64. They say take profit at 0.85. We've not even reached our take profit target, which is 0.85. So okay, it's a good point to buy OGN right now. So I'm going to buy market order now. 10% my wallet balance. I'm going to adjust the leverage to 10%. So I'm going to take my profits. If I want to long it, I'm going to take my profits. They say we should take profit at 0.85. Me, I'm going to take at 0.80. Then I'm going to, normally if I'm the one trading, I don't like setting stop loss. because I always set alarm. I know when to come, even at the middle of the night, to be checking my trade. I don't set stop loss. But in a buy order, the market price right now is at 0.64. So you take your profit at 0.85 or 0.80. Then your stop loss, you can use 0.6 or 0.58. Okay, let me use 0.6. Why I take profit at 0.85. So I'm using 10% of my wallet balance. That's my leverage. 10% of my wallet balance. Then I open long. So let me change it to 20%. The network is so bad. Network anomaly. Please try again. Open long. I'm using my phone now to find signal. Open long. It's taking so long to open, so I'm going to stop here for today. Next day we are going to look at technical and fundamental analysis. Thank you.